Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Seminoles will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia Tech's offense will get first crack at it today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on the play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the boot, looking for his man. Finds the big tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
And the Hokies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give out of the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Oh.
Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs.
There.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and he's spot on that last play.
Unloads quickly. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really.
Just plowing ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. It's a draw. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
You gotta go for it. Why
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
The Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Quickly to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Offense working from the pistol. Lost a throw on first down. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all... Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's looking to throw. Right out, trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Noles!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Creates a little room. There he goes. He's at the 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Give up him. Let's go.
Play by this defense. Taking it the other way. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown Seminoles.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets a block. Touchdown, Florida State. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive.
Bring the ball.
They
What?
stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Spins away from the defender. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Hokies are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Hokies. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go...
Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They just keep firing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Florida State 35, Virginia Tech 17.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
On the run, deep down the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hokies send out the punt unit. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Knowles! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He splits the uprights. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance, you're not going to get the 1st down. I think you just keep your points. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
What up, Miji?
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the ground, it's Joyner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Some misdirection with the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll run the screen. Try to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Knowles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. Need your quarterback to play smart.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires deep on the run. Snags it down the right side.
Oh, my gosh.
Here he goes. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he added the extra point.
Wow.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back.
Okay.
He's got
All
good
right.
speed.
I'm getting back.
Vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw. It's Herring. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hits the open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Guess we
And the
can't win
Hokies
me.
have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down just outside the
Goes
red
again,
zone. He
Rand.
moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Good enough.
1st down and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Galloway. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been the story of the game.
Happy is happy.
Everything
What
going
up,
their
Doc?
way. Offensively,
Midgie.
special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th
Who's
quarter,
that?
they're still being
Texas
aggressive.
Tech.
They're still jumping these throws.
UNC game
He
going
picked
down.
that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean,
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Dropping back, it's Herring. This time it's complete.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they could be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Safe completion on the screen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Hokies have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
He's in open space downfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Ginn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Trying to set up the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I liked running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that 1st down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.